If people are the key asset of a business, it stands to reason that recruiting and selecting the right people is really critical. Recruiting people is expensive. Recruiting the wrong people is even more expensive.
Recruitment is vital because it's the people that you recruit who are working for you who are going to deliver your organisation's goals. So if you get it wrong, you will not achieve your goals.
It's important to remember that recruitment shouldn't just be seen as filling the vacancies you have. It should be seen as part of the process of workforce planning. Good workforce planning involves auditing, if you will, the types of people you have in your organisation, the types of skills that are available, and looking at what gaps there are, not just for the jobs now, but also for the future. So recruitment is part of this process, not just to fill the vacancies you have at the moment, but looking ahead to the long term for your organisation.
I think one of the things companies typically get wrong is assuming that because they've got a vacancy, it should be filled in exactly the same way that it was filled before. So we've just lost an accountant, we'll replace it with another accountant. And it may be far more appropriate for them to reconsider the job, reconsider the demands, and decide whether the work that the person was doing could be passed around some other people and a completely new job created or not created at all. It's also an opportunity when an organisation is shifting its customer base, for instance, or the kinds of services it wants to offer, for it to say, this job we will do without and we'll create a new kind of job instead.
The first stage in filling a vacancy is to define the vacancy, the job description. This will consist of a job title, the job's content, and how it fits into the organisation's structure. It may also define what sort of person they're looking for in terms of skills and attitude. The person specification. With so much at stake, it's not surprising companies take a lot of time over their recruitment process.
Methodology in recruitment starts off with what role do we really need and what sort of person do we really need, because actually it's really important that everybody understands the expectations of the role, the individual, and then understands the culture.
Recruiting the right people is vital to any business, but especially a business that relies on the quality of its salespeople. Add to that the need for these people to be highly knowledgeable in the product they're selling, then recruitment becomes a particular challenge. But that's not all. At insurance broker Centor, they're looking for all that, plus one more factor. They're looking for what they call a Centor person.
The culture is very much me as the leader, it has to be, as CEO, and I've decided really that the right culture to have is that sort of work hard, play hard factor, but with an awful lot of caring for your fellow employees and also caring for your customers. And I think if you care for the people you work with and you also care for the people that you look after and give the service to, it makes you a very happy person.
As far as recruitment, Walton is very clear on his priorities.
The most important thing is the right attitude. Will they fit into the Centor way, the Centor ethos? That is really key now in our recruitment process.
Good afternoon, Centor Insurance.
Centor is looking to recruit a manager or team leader for one of its sales teams. The successful candidate will have to be good at selling insurance, but also good at managing other people. One of the shortlisted candidates is Tony.
I'm Oriel Gavin, the division manager, and this is Carly Nunn,
HR manager.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Can you tell me a little bit about the current management position you're in and how that would suit the role that you're currently applying for?
Yeah, I'm currently out of work. The company I was working for has sadly gone into administration, but prior to that I was and have been a team leader at 3 other companies looking after a team from a minimum of 4 people up to 7 people.
So just on the teams, what experience do you have of having to change your communication style and leadership style in order to be able to make sure your message gets across?
Obviously you do get the younger ones which need to be, if you like, reined in a little bit, and you know, they want to be ahead of the game when in fact they need to go through the real learning curve, and you know, they've got the eagerness and everything else and the drive. And I've managed the sort of elder people, if you like, who are coming towards the end of their working life, you know, in their 50s and 60s, where, you know, they know how to do it, they won't change.